Guys, it's Lexi. I hope you're all doing well. I have a small combined haul today from Salt Mountain Melts and also from Knowles Farm Scents. I'm going to share my Salt Mountain Melts first. I only have 6 souffles here. This pre-order was a part of, this order here was a part of her pre-order that featured a bunch of her Christmas scents. You guys know I have been such a big fan of Salt Mountain Melts for such a long time that the majority of those scents I actually have purchased and melted before. So I will link some of my past empty videos for like last winter season if you want to see some of those scents and how they performed on warm. But I decided this time I wanted to try all of the new scents. So this is what we have here besides this one here, which I will start with. This is a scent that is a repurchase from last year. I only had a little bit left and I knew that I needed to get a little bit more because it was so good. This is Mrs. Claus's Bakery. The notes of this are crushed candy cane and milk and cookies. I think the label is just so darn cute. And this scent, since I have melted it before, I can kind of let you guys know, this one actually warms up and becomes much more creamy and sweet than it actually smells on cold. On cold, that peppermint, that crushed candy cane is definitely stronger, I think, than the milk and cookies. But when I melted this last year, I was like, oh man, that's actually really, really good. And that's coming from somebody that's not even really a peppermint lover. This one was absolutely phenomenal. It was like a very, very creamy vanilla with like that nice sweet peppermint in the background. Definitely not like a sharp mint, not cloying, not headache inducing for me. It was so beautiful. Really love this one, hence the repurchase. Love the label too. So that one is Mrs. Claus's Bakery. This one here is like half of a repurchase, I guess. This is Fireside Cake, and Fireside Cake is Marshmallow Fireside combined with her Marshmallow Cake, which is a scent that I have had on its own, her Marshmallow Cake. And that one was really nice. I will say that one was a little bit of a lighter performer for me, but I still enjoyed it enough to want to repurchase this one and repurchase Marshmallow Cake on its own. I just know moving forward it will be like a small space, like bedroom only type of wax melt. But it is so, so beautiful. I really, really love a sweet marshmallow scent just because I feel like it's perfect for blending with other things or just on its own. Like during the winter, I really enjoy a marshmallow scent. This label is too darn cute. And then this scent is pretty much just what you would imagine. It is like Marshmallow Fireside from Bath & Body Works, cranked way, way up. Here is the adorable little glitter on here. Love that. Very, very pretty. If you are a fan of Marshmallow Fireside or marshmallow scents in general, then you would probably love this one. This is like Marshmallow Fireside times a million. This one here is Beignets and Milk. Once again, adorable label. This is buttery, fresh baked beignets, nutmeg, creamy vanilla, and sweet milk. And I have already smelled these like a few times, so you're not gonna get my first sniff impressions. This is so cute, looks like a little beignet. This one to me is very, very creamy and very, very doughy. It definitely smells, I definitely smell the nutmeg spice, but I mean, nutmeg is more nutty and creamy than like spicy. So I don't know if even nutmeg would be a spice. I'm not sure, but it's very like nutty and warm and like doughy. This is definitely, to me, this smells like more of like the beignets before they fried them. And I do smell like the creaminess of the milk. It's like that sugar milk type of scent, I believe, which I feel like I've been enjoying recently. So this one is very, very, very sweet and creamy. I feel like this would be nice if it was blended with like maybe like a fruit or something, but I'm sure this will be absolutely beautiful on its own. I really enjoy that one. This one here is Twin Flame. Once again, freaking cute label. This is Vanilla Birch, Campfire Marshmallow, and Sugar Cookie. Love the yellow wax on this. Just absolutely beautiful. And this one is gorgeous. To me, this one smells like mainly that birch, like that vanilla birch, if you guys are familiar with that scent from Bath & Body Works. It is a nice tree scent without being like a Christmas tree, like green type tree. It's definitely more of like that woody kind of bark tree scent. And then you do get like a sweetness from the campfire marshmallow and the sugar cookie. But to me, it's mostly, at least on top, which I did smell this one on bottom a couple times. And I feel like I can pick up more of the Marshmallow Fireside in the cookie on the bottom. But the powerhouse scent on cold is that birch. So if you really like vanilla birch, I'm sure you would like that. I'm very excited to see how this one transforms because typically bakery notes don't really come alive until you put heat to them. So I'm sure this one will transition once you warm it, but on cold, I do still really enjoy that. That is very, very pretty. And then the last two here are scents that were created from Summer Michelle here on YouTube. She did the customer blend and won the contest, and so she created Fireside Cookies and Christmas Tree Cakes. I'm gonna talk about Fireside Cookies first. Once again, this freaking label, you guys, is too cute. The notes for this are roasted pine cones, Palo Santo, marshmallow fireside, and sugar cookie. This one is like a bluish green kind of color here. And this one is really, really pretty. If you are a fan of the roasted pine cone scent, if you have smelled that, then this is, that's like the first thing that hits my nose, which is very, very beautiful. I would say the second thing that I'm picking up is probably the Palo Santo. And it's kind of like more of like that warm, it's more like that tree palo, not so much like the cologne palo to me. And then on the bottom I definitely get more of the, ruined stuff a little bit. On the bottom, I definitely get a little bit more of like the bakery notes in here, like the sugar cookie and marshmallow fireside. But once again, kind of similar to Twin Flame, where I'm sure this one will kind of transition or transform once you put some heat to it. And those bakery notes will probably shine through more. But on cold, this one smells, once again, very, very lovely. You can't really go wrong with like that type of scent this time of year. So that one's very beautiful. And this one here is Christmas Tree Cakes. Once again, I feel like I'm gonna say for every single one, but that freaking label, you guys, that is just too cute. And then Christmas Tree Cakes notes are white cake, yellow cake, buttercream, marshmallow, and sprinkles. And even the wax Amanda did made it look like a little Christmas tree cake, which is just like so darn cute. And then Christmas Tree Cakes is a scent that I've been seeing a lot of different vendors carry around the holiday seasons, which I love because, man, who doesn't love that type of Little Debbie snack? And this one is the most different that I have found for like all of the different Christmas tree cakes. And I think it's because of that white cake note. I did watch Summer's video when she hauled this Salt Mountain Melts haul. And she said that Amanda asked her if she wanted cherry in the notes for the white cake within the white cake oil. And she said yes. Or not cherry, sorry, almond. I'm so sorry, you guys. It's been a long day. Almond, and she said yes. Which sometimes cherry does lean slightly. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk. Almond does lean slightly cherry to me. So you do get a bit of this, but honestly, this one out of all the Christmas tree cakes smells the most like a scent that like my mom would make growing up. Like growing up, my mom always would put almond extract within her frostings for any kind of cookie or cake or anything. So this reminds me of my mom because it smells like almond extract with a cake kind of note. And this one to me is definitely much more like buttercream frosting heavy, and like it's almost like, it literally smells to me like my mom's frosting, like an almond extract buttercream frosting. So I don't get a whole lot of the cake, at least once again on cold. Totally could change on warm. Everything changes on warm. But this one smells just like my mom's frosting growing up. So I really like it for that reason. And that is my entire Salt Mountain Melts order. Everything, once again, came packaged beautifully. I feel like I say that with every Salt Mountain Melts haul. No issues. I did take the tin off of this. This was my own doing because I was going to chop this. But beautiful labels, beautiful presentation. It came with a little mini candy cane, which I devoured already. And it also came with a little thank you for purchasing kind of card, which if you guys are curious on how to shop for Salt Mountain Melts, I'll leave all the stuff down below, Facebook group page, how to keep up to date with everything, and their website as well for you guys, like I always do with all of my Vendor Wax hauls. But that is it, you guys. Once again, I will link my empties videos, so if you guys are curious on some of the other scents that were offered in this pre-order and how they did on warm, you can check that video out. But I really appreciate you guys watching, and I am going to move on to my next vendor. And this here is my order from Knowles Farm Scents. This cute little Handmade with Joy was on the top here. I have yet to open anything. As you can see, the sticker is still fully intact here, which is exciting. And I figured, you're not going to see my face, I guess. I'm having a lazy day. Don't mind me. But I figured I would give you my first sniff impressions behind the camera. So this is how everything came packaged. I did place a very, very small order. Knowles Farm Scents is a brand new vendor to me, and I have been trying to get my wax under a little bit better control here, so hence the small order. Love this sticker, and I have heard so many good things about this vendor that I just wanted to give it a try here. I know that Travis is definitely very involved in the wax community, which I think is amazing and a wonderful thing for vendors to do. So I wanted to support him and his family as well. I believe it's him and his wife that work together, which I think is, once again, just so darn cute. All right, so underneath the worms, there is a little thank you card. It says Knowles Farm Scents, handcrafted scented wax products, established 2018. Thank you. And this opens up. How cute. It says, oh snap. Love that little camera. We would love to see your order and hear your thoughts. Join us on our social media pages and share away. It's got their information right here. Tips for melting while your wax is ready to melt when you open your box. Like a fine wine, it only gets better with age. I love that. To increase the life of wax, only melt for a few hours at a time. For a less intense and longer lasting throw, try a 20 watt or lower bulb warmer. For a more intense throw, try 25 watt or higher hot plate. Thank you for supporting our small business. Hi Alexis, thank you so much. Blessings, Travis and Amber. So that is absolutely wonderful. I love when I try a new vendor having kind of a thing to work off of. So that's great to know. Let me try to move some of these worms to the side for now. It looks like this is my invoice, so I'll set that aside for me to see later. And this is their business card, which is very, very nice. I really like that font that they have. That's awesome. Let me just open up the invoice. Awesome. It's always nice to have that. And now let me dive in. I have a sample here of berries and Jingle Bells. This is raspberry, black raspberry, hollyberry, orange zest, apple, nectarine, and jasmine. Ooh, I love me some jasmine. So let me give this one a sniff. Ooh. That is very, very pretty. I mean, that's definitely very fruit forward, which I like. Actually, this is like delicious. I'm definitely smelling the berries. Could I tell you distinctly it's like black raspberry, raspberry, hollyberry? No. It just smells like a general like fruity concoction, but it does smell specifically like a berry, like a dark berry concoction kind of a scent, like almost like a juicy juice, fruit juice type of berry, but then mixed with a little bit of like a sweetness, which I'm assuming must be from maybe the jasmine or maybe the nectarine. I don't know, like something's kind of like brightening it up. It's not super heavy and dark, but that one is very pretty. That is berries and Jingle Bells. And then I did only place an order for a couple bags. I think I have 5. So let me start with pumpkin pie pound cake. And this one is pumpkin pie, pumpkin souffle, and vanilla pound cake. And this was, I picked up all of his scents. I think he had loaves available as well, but I only picked them up in the Just the Chunk bags, which I believe, let's see. Yeah, they're called Just the Chunk, and they are $7.75. That's how much these bags were. So, oops, once again, this is pumpkin pie pound cake. Ooh, and that's very nice. I'm definitely, I think if I had gotten this earlier in the season, I would have been much more about it, but I think I'm kind of checking out of pumpkin lately. But this smells very, very nice, and I will be very excited to hold on to this for next fall. I don't know, since I am new to this vendor, if anybody watching is familiar with Knowles Farm Scents, could you let me know in a comment how his shelf life is? I'm curious if, I'll definitely double bag this when I store it and store it properly and everything in a dark place, but I would still be curious to know if maybe I should try to melt this a little bit sooner rather than later. But like I said, I'm kind of over pumpkin right now, but the scent is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. I definitely can smell the pumpkin souffle, which it's a pumpkin scent to me that I feel like is more crust heavy. Of all like the different pumpkin oils I've smelled, I feel like I can definitely pick up on like a crust in this. And I don't know what his pumpkin pie specific oil is, but I really do enjoy it. It smells very nice. This is a very sweet rich bakery heavy pumpkin. It's cakey, but it's also like pie crusty. Not crusty, but like you can smell the pie crust type scent. I like it. That's very, very pretty. That is pumpkin pie pound cake. The next one here in some festive colors is 'Tis the Season. This is green tart juicy apple, cranberry, cinnamon, and vanilla. So it's got some red and green wax here. Ooh, that's pretty. So I don't, this green apple, I mean, I can smell that it's green apple, but it's an unfamiliar green apple oil to me. I feel like a lot of the green apple oils that I've smelled have been like more candy type green apple, like almost like a lollipop. And I don't think this one smells like that. I think this one smells more like a real green apple. Like something you would like if you picked a green apple off a tree. Kind of a green apple, which I prefer, because I was worried it was going to be a little bit too candied. But then you pair it with a cranberry, and the cranberry is definitely, it's not, to me, it's not like a very juicy cranberry. It's more of like a, just like a normal cranberry. It's not overly like juicy, but it's not like a dried cranberry. It's just kind of like, it's a berry, like something you would smell on like a wreath, kind of a cranberry. And then I do get a bit of the cinnamon, but it's definitely not red hot. It's definitely more bakery. And vanilla, yes, I'm sure that's there, but you know, sometimes vanilla is just like a nice blender. That one is really nice. Does it smell like 'Tis the Season from Bath and Body Works? Not really, but not that much, but I think it's kind of got like some similarities because of the apple. But the apple is very distinctly, to me, it does smell more like a green apple, but realistic. This is very nice. I'm actually really happy I grabbed this. This one was kind of like a wild card, but it sounded interesting, so I wanted to give it a go, and I'm happy I did. That one is 'Tis the Season. This one is Holiday Truffle, which is raspberry, white chocolate, pecan, butter, brown sugar, vanilla, and toffee. This one I was most excited for. It sounds very interesting. I haven't smelled a lot of wax that has white chocolate, like a white chocolate note in it. So this one was intriguing to me. I love the colors. These are like two of my favorite colors. Love it. So pretty. Smell this one. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So, wow, I really like that. That is yummy. I don't know what I'm smelling. Hold on. Pause for intermission because I don't know what I'm smelling right now. In the bag, I feel like I'm definitely smelling like the raspberry. I'm definitely smelling the raspberry in the bag. And then when I smell the bag, I smell like definitely raspberries, but it's like a sweet it smells like a creamy, like white chocolate raspberry, like it does smell like a truffle. That's freaking delicious. And then when I smell the cubes, I feel like I smell like the pecan and like the brown sugar and toffee. So I'm getting like different things, but either way, I mean, that's delicious. I hope that it's a strong performer, because man, I really like that. That is delicious. If you like raspberry flavored chocolates, then you would probably like that. And white chocolate to me does not smell like chocolate. White chocolate smells like more to me like almost like a creamy, not quite vanilla because it's its own thing, but it's more of like a creamy sweet scent and not like, this is good. This is a very good creamy sweet white chocolate that's not like chocolate. I don't know how to describe it other than, like, if you've smelled white chocolate, you know what it smells like, but that's darn good. That's Holiday Truffle. I like that. All right, so next one we have is Rustic Cookie Cabin. This is sugar cookie dough bread and roasted pine cone. Okay, so love the colors. That's so fun. I like that they stacked the opposite colors there. That's cute. Let's give this one a go. Ooh, this is, so I definitely smell the roasted pine cone, and this is actually much sweeter than I thought it was going to be. It is that familiar roasted pine cone oil that I've smelled. But I don't know why. I don't know why I imagined this being like creamier because of the dough. No, but it's almost, I don't even know how to describe it, but like it's almost slightly like body care, like almost more body care leaning. Like it's almost, this almost reminds me of kind of like if you had a like a sugar cookie scented body spray or like a lotion, like that kind of a vibe. Maybe this one will change on cold, but I'm not getting like, it's the vanilla of the cookie is leaning more body care vanilla than bakery vanilla, which is interesting to me. I did not expect that. I thought this was going to be much more like bakery heavy. Very interesting. This one so far is the one that I'm most intrigued to melt. Right next to Holiday Truffle. These ones, those ones are very interesting. They're not what I expected, but I mean, still very nice. Just totally unexpected. Okay, and then this one here is the last one. Sinfully Delightful, which is strawberry pound cake, warm vanilla sugar, Palo Santo, and waffle cone. Once again, love the colors. Those are so pretty. Really, really like that combo of colors, that blue and pink. And then this one, I've heard a lot of good things about Travis's strawberry pound cake oil. So I was like, let me try one with his strawberry pound cake. So hence this one. Ooh, and then once again, I'm kind of getting like, this one is leaning slightly more body care. Okay, well, it must be the warm vanilla sugar because that one is a body care scent from Bath & Body Works. In the Palo Santo is definitely like that. His Palo Santo to me in this blend is leaning kind of, well, I don't think he, yeah, no, I was thinking about the last one. His Palo Santo leans to me a little bit, I think it's a little bit more masculine leaning, but which honestly kind of works well with combined with all those other things. And then the strawberry pound cake, his strawberry pound cake really reminds me of the Bath & Body Works strawberry pound cake, like body and hand soap versus like the candle. So it is once again a little bit more like body care leaning to me. Very interesting. I did not expect that. I thought that this was gonna be more like, once again, bakery with some sweetness, but I think that warm vanilla sugar and Palo are more body care, and then it almost makes the strawberry pound cake, even if it isn't, makes it seem a little bit more body care leaning. So very interesting. Once again, very intrigued on melting these. Honestly, all of these are very interesting to me. Not what I expected, but I'm very pleasantly excited and surprised because that's what happens when you try a new vendor. So I'm really excited. I know that Travis, like I said, is definitely very good at communicating and like being a part of the wax community and talking and everything, being a part of it, which I love to see. I think that that's wonderful. So I definitely wanted to try some of his wax since he is brand new to me. So I'm really excited and happy that I have this opportunity to try some of his stuff. So that is it, you guys. I will link all of his information also in the description below if you guys are curious and want to check out some of his stuff. I think this was his last pre-order until, I think, for a few months. So I think he'll be back in February possibly, but I'm actually going to be away in February for some time. So I wasn't sure when I was going to be able to try, and I just wanted to have some stuff available to me in my collection to melt. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye, guys.